Hey, what's up, guys? This is Alex Espinoza with the Ricky Henderson to YouTube, and gotta react to the weird move that the A's made on Monday. Was not an April Fool's joke, but no, they sent Esteury Ruiz, the explosive outfielder, fan favorite, sent him down to Las Vegas to AAA. He's got his bags packed. He's going to Round Rock, Texas, instead of being at home facing the Red Sox. And yeah, the A's kind of got roasted on this on Twitter by national outlets like Ben Verlander and John Boy. Not roasted, but they got called out for this. And yeah, they got roasted. Because, Ruiz was hitting .429 with a 1.23 OPS. And of course, he led the American League in stolen bases last year as a rookie with 67. And as Casey Pratt tweeted out, at the time of his demotion, it's only 4 games. Only 4 games. They had a 4-game series against the Red Sox. But Ruiz was first in batting average, third in on-base percentage, first in slugging, second in OPS, and tied for first in stolen bases on the team. Again, through 4 games, only 4 games, really small sample size. But his former teammate Trevor May joked, if he would have just gotten to 80 bags last year, maybe his job would have been safe. Why the hell do the A's do this? Good question. But they tried to explain themselves to reporters yesterday before the game, before Monday night's game against the Red Sox. The GM, David Forrest, actually spoke to reporters, and Martin Gallegos from MLB.com shared this quote from Forrest. He said, "We saw some better at-bats this spring, but the reality is to use his skills, he needs to get on base. He needs to be able to do that on a consistent basis. I'm hoping leading off every day at AAA is not a long stay for him down there." So that's what the A's are saying. Kotsay said something similar to reporters before the game. Here's some audio and some video for NBC Sports California.
From your perspective, I know you said you guys both talked to Ruiz sending down. Just what was kind of the message as you talked to him today?
Yeah, my message for Essie is he's going to go down. He's going to lead off. He's going to play every day. He's going to go down and dominate that that level. And those are my expectations. He's worked really hard. He's continuing to work hard and buying in on the adjustments that we've asked him to make. And now it's just going down and showing us that those adjustments, are going to lead to the offensive output that we're looking for from him.
So it's all about that on-base percentage. And later in the conversation, Kotsay reiterated the point to reporters.
Base is the main thing?
Yeah, strikeouts, cutting down the strikeouts for the type of player he is. You've got to do damage if you're going to have those strikeouts. In order for the stolen base to be a factor, we've got to get him on base. And he understands those things. He was obviously, no player takes news like this great, but he was good. And I think he's determined to go down and make this a short stint.
So people are getting all hung up on these numbers from Ruiz. .429 batting average, 1.232 slug or OPS. Because he went 3. Okay, so he went 3 for 7 with a double and a triple. That's basically what he did in that opening series. He also had a stolen base, scored a couple of runs. So he had a decent series, and we know his defense is pretty good. And the A's defense is awful this year, so it's not like standards are high there anyways. But still, 4 games isn't a great sample size. But even if you go back to last year's numbers and you look at the on-base percentage for everybody, Ruiz is right. He's like right there. So he got on base at a 309 clip last year, which is slightly higher than the team average of 298. That was the team on-base percentage, was 298. And he got on base at 309, so he's a little bit higher. And among the qualified hitters last year, he actually ranked 4th on the team, ahead of players like Seth Brown, Shea Langoliers, and Nick Allen. So considering nobody gets on base and Ruiz is such a threat to steal, this is a really surprising move. And the fans like him. There's not really much to root for. Obviously, the GM doesn't care about the fans. He's just trying to put a winning team together. But, Kotsay actually had some interesting comments about how the stolen bases didn't add up to runs for the team. But I would say Ruiz can't drive himself in from second or third base. It's on his teammates to get him in.
We need to generate more runs. We were last in the league last year in scoring runs, yet we had a guy that led the league in stolen bases. So it really didn't equate for us as an offensive ball club in the type of production we need to win games.
And then Kase also, listening to him before the game, it also sounds like the A's had their minds up that Ruiz probably would have been sent to AAA if Miguel Andujar didn't hurt his right knee. In like the end of March, at the end of spring training, Andujar was showing a lot of power. He was having a really good spring. He was going to probably be the starting outfielder, and it sounded like Ruiz was at the bottom of this totem pole, like below Lawrence Butler, below J.J. Bleday. It sounded like he was a 26th man. So, here's what Kase had to say about that.
Why didn't you do this when the season started? Why do you wait till now?
Well, we obviously claimed a new player today in Tyler Nevin, and in terms of the roster construction, we started the season out with Esteury. We had sustained a big injury with Miguel Andujar at the beginning of the year, which gave Esteury an opportunity, obviously, to be on this team to start the season. And in acquiring Nevin today, it gives us a chance to have Esteury go down and play every day, not sit here and come off the bench as he's done a couple times, and just give him an opportunity to go play every day and go down and really show these adjustments are going to lead to the success we're looking for.
So Ruiz was demoted to make room for Tyler Nevin. He's kind of a utility guy. He has infield experience, but he's also been playing outfield for them. They claimed him off waivers on Monday, and he's out of options. So somebody had to go. So this was Ruiz's turn. And it's weird though, because Nevin kind of seems redundant to me. I don't know. They already have Abraham Toro, who can kind of play around the infield. They got Noda at first base. They got Hernandez, who can play shortstop. They got Allen at shortstop. I know they have Aledmus Diaz is on the DL. He's on the injured list as well. They got Geloff at second base. So, but they actually put in Nevin at left field. So maybe that's where they see him playing in the outfield. But yeah, they really like him, even though he only has a 74 OPS plus and 105 career games. He hit 2 dingers. Let's see what he did. Yeah, he hit 2 dingers with 10 RBIs and 95 at-bats last year, and the year before that was for the Tigers, and the year before that he batted 197 with 2 homers, 16 RBIs, career 202 hitter. But hey, the A's want to give him a shot. They clearly like the guy. Another wrinkle here is that Kase was actually teammates with Nevin's dad, Phil Nevin, during their time with the Padres. So he actually knows Tyler a little bit and talked about that with reporters.
It's different. Tyler, obviously, his dad and I were teammates, so 1, 2, and 3 in San Diego. So I have known him for a while. And, he's been through the ringer in this game. Very limited amount of opportunity per se at the big league level, but the small window he's had success. And I think that's why we went out and got him right now. So Tyler's going to, primarily, obviously, play against left-handed pitching. He's also going to have some starts against righties. I think off the bench, his bat against lefties in those platoon situations. We've got a couple outfield positions that we can platoon and take advantage of those opportunities to give these guys a best chance for success and for our ball club offensively to score more runs.
But in the end, A's fans are not happy about this move, and the team is getting roasted. And, of course, the hilarious guys at Last Dive Bar are doing, I think it's tongue-in-cheek. Chris Townsend might think otherwise, the A's radio host. But they're doing a tongue-in-speak conspiracy campaign saying dudes like Ruiz, Brent Rooker, and James Caprillion are all getting blacklisted for being LDB supporters. And then yesterday, Chris Townsend went on the A's Cast radio to voice his displeasure against Last Dive Bar. I think they're joking, but I think Chris Townsend thought it was in bad taste.
I know people are trying to put conspiracies out there right now. That's a shocker, right? Is that a shocker that people are trying to put conspiracies out there and they're trying to make the conspiracy about them? Are you shocked? This front office is notorious for falling out of love with its players.
But I think that what we got to learn from this is that Eric Martin. So if the last dive bar conspiracy is true, I think the A's assistant coach and infield coach Eric Martin's better watch out, because they got 13 errors in 5 games, and he's been spotted wearing a last dive bar shirt. So watch out, coach.